Hello and welcome back to my channel. As you can tell by the title, today's video is about Roxi and Revolution creating these stunning palettes. How stunning are these? Like seriously? I have created this look right here using those palettes. I give you my first impressions and my review. So if you would like to know how I created this look and what I think of the Roxi Revolution collaboration, just keep on watching. Before I start my makeup, I want to congratulate Roxi. The packaging looks stunning, color scheme looks amazing. She came out with 3 palettes, you guys. That is a lot of work, even if she had to just come up with the names, which I know she didn't. As you saw in the intro, these are the 3 palettes that I have. Yes, my friends are bad influences. Let's start with the highlight and contour palette. It is in the rose gold packaging. You'll be able to see the reflection because they are all mirrored, so sorry if I blind you at any point. This is what it looks like. I will be using this today as well. Should I swatch it now? Let's swatch it now. I'm going to take the lightest contour shade or bronzer. It says contour. Very creamy to the touch, reasonably pigmented. The last 2, the bottom 2, the darker 2, they clump up on my fingers, but you don't really use powder like that. You don't put it on your fingers. I'm going to swatch them. So there's a clear difference between all 4. The contour section is very good because you could mix a couple of shades together even if you're like in between tan. Super good. And now the highlighter portion. They look okay. They are not mind-blowing. Very pigmented though. The 3rd shade, because it's baked, is so good, but that on its own is going to be too dark for me. These are super pigmented, but most Revolution's highlighters are. Yesterday on Instagram, I have asked you which palette you would like to see in action. If you are not yet following me on Instagram, make sure you do. You will get notified whenever I upload and you will get a chance to help me out with filming. I want you to interact with me on there, so definitely go and follow me. So I asked you to help me choose which palette to use today, and you didn't really help at all. 48% chose one and 52% chose the other. It's like Brexit all over again. Sorry you guys, but the 84 that chose Ride or Die will be satisfied with the video today because that's what I'm putting to the test. And because I am putting that one to the test, I shall swatch a couple of shades from the Color Burst. This is what the palette looks like. This is the Color Burst. Without your help, I probably would have chosen this one. I just love how the first row is pretty much primary colors. Remaining 2/3, it alternates matte, shimmer matte, shimmer matte, shimmer matte, shimmer matte, blah blah blah. Because I will be using yellow from the other palette, I'm not going to swatch this yellow. I shall swatch lavender. Very similar texture to the Tammy collaboration Tropical Carnival palette. I'm going to swatch Blue Lagoon. Oh, that one's good. Memories and Royal because it seems to be the most textured, and oh my god, is it textured and creamy and just amazeballs. So these are the shades that I have here: Lavender, Blue Lagoon, Memories. That was so ironic. Memories and Royal. Whoa, that particular shade is definitely similar to the Jewel Collection palette that I have with the textured shadows at the very top. It's probably even the same formula. Not mind-blowing, especially the lavender shade. The remaining 2 matte shades look really good. The blue, whoo, I like it a lot. But let's zoom in, let's do my makeup. I'm so excited, can you tell? So the palette that I will be using today is called Ride or Die. It is in prettiest packaging out of all 3, I think. My favorite looking box, and it is gold. This is it. This is the Ride or Die palette. These are definitely a little bit more muted, a little bit more wearable, but oh my god, am I excited to try this. I'm not going to swatch the shades, no point. You can tell by the two palettes that I've already swatched, this is a decent quality, especially for £10 each. As always, I will be priming my lids with the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer, and today I'm using Extra Fair. And you know me, despite the fact this is a little bit more muted, it does have a couple of shades that are a little bit more adventurous. I'm going to take a pencil brush and dip into the colour Honey. I'm going to stamp this just above my crease. Such a good shade, very pigmented. I'm going to wing this out and blend this in. Now I want to take probably, definitely amongst my favourite shades from this palette, Ariel. I'm going to put it on the centre of my lid. I want it to have its moment. I'm slightly underwhelmed with how pigmented it is. It's not that it's not pigmented, but it just looks a lot more interesting in the pan. Ariel has a lot of fallout. No! A fair amount of fallout, as you can see. No! God, please, no! I've decided to foil Ariel. That's what I wanted. So even though I'm slightly disappointed that it's not doing that on its own, as long as it is doing it eventually, I'm happy. By the way guys, I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't really have a plan for this. I just know which colours I want to use. So I've applied Ariel and I blended it in so it meets the yellow, and of course they kind of made an orange in the middle. Another shade that I so want to use, like desperately, is Draco, and I'm putting that on the outer corner of my eye. And as you can see, I'm slowly winging this out. This is nicely pigmented. I'm going to use a small blending brush and dip into Honey to blend this in. And I'm going back and forth between my blending brush and the shade that I'm putting on to create a nice blend. I'm going to foil Draco. I'm going to stamp this on my mobile lid only. I need to take a little bit of Ariel, blend the two together. I'm going to pick up Honey on a clean brush and really kind of drench the outer third. It's a little too dark for my liking. Obviously we made like a dirty green because of the two shades. And for the inner portion of my lid, I'm going to pick up Pumpkin. I'm not over Pride Month yet, clearly. I really like Pumpkin, very pigmented. And I'm now going to dip into Iconic with a flat brush. Let me highlight my inner corner. Whew, wow, I like that a lot. I'm also going to use this shade to highlight my brow bone. That inner corner highlight, whew, iconic. Okay, I'm gonna do my other eye off camera and I will be right back. I've done my other eye, and as you can see, I applied yellow liner just to kind of lift the look. I'm going to show you how I did it on the other eye. I took Queen Bee liquid lipstick from Jeffree Star and I'm dipping my liner brush in it. We're basically faking a cut crease. I'm going to start just above that highlight and follow the natural curve of my crease as a guide, but I want to have it just above that line so we can see it. And then once I'm past about halfway, I'm making the line super thin as if it like fades into that darkness. I also haven't had a black winged liner in a very long time, so I'm taking my Revolution Renaissance Flick liner and I'm going to give myself a wing. And you know what, I'm only going to give myself a half wing. So starting from the middle out, I'm not going to put any liner at the front here. I seem to be using a lot of Revolution's products today. I don't know why. I always seem to do this. For my foundation today, I will be using Concealer Define Foundation, and I'm the shade 6.5. Well, the very inaccurate shade, but that's what I'm using today. I do like this foundation, but God, do I need to get a better shade for myself. I am not this pale. As always, I will bronze with my matte base concealer stick in 13.5. For my under eyes, I will be using Lasting Perfection from Collection, and I'm just going to stick with the shade 0. I do need to set my concealer, and for that I will be using RCMA No Colour Powder. Okay Roxy, let's use your contour and highlight palette. I'm going to start with the contour, and I'm going to take the first two shades, just mix the two, go back and forth. I'm going to hit the back of my cheekbone. Ooh, wow. I like that a lot actually. Really, really good contour. It blends in really well. It's not patchy. It's nicely pigmented, but it's not like in your face, and it doesn't stick anywhere. I need to spray my face with a setting spray. I'm using the Morphe setting mist because my face is too dry. For my highlighter, I really want to use that baked one. I just know it's going to be too dark. Let me try that yellow shade. Yeah, definitely a better match for my skin. And you know what I want to do? I want to compare that highlighter to the shade that I've got on my inner corners, because they look very similar. Iconic is just ever so slightly more icy. So you know what? Let me dip into Iconic. Like that highlight on this side. Oh my god. Okay, let's get back to the eyes, and before I go back to the eyeshadow, I want to line my waterline, and I'm going to take NYX Off Tropic Pro Liner in Mimosa Orange. And the reason why I took orange into my waterline is because I want to use Draco all over my bottom lash line, and because it's like a bluey green, it will contrast a lot with the orange. Hopefully my plan is going to work out and it's going to look good. Pray for me. It's a very dark look today. I didn't mean to go that dark, I promise. I'm taking a clean brush and I'm blending Draco. There's a fair amount of fallout on my top, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm not happy about. For my mascara today, I will be using L'Oreal Lash Paradise. My lashes today are of course Sminko, and the style I'm using are Eyeliner. To finish this look off, all I need is a little bit of blush and some lips. For my blush today, I will be using the Revolution Sugar and Spice, and I'm going to take the most peachy shade, and I'm going to hit almost where my highlight is. I feel like I need something quite delicate on my lips because of all of this. Did I say delicate? Today I'm going to be using Maybelline Colour Sensational Peach Poppy in 418. So here it is, you guys. This is my final look that I have created using the Roxi Revolution collaboration. I used the Ride or Die palette, and I used the contour and highlight palette. So far, I'm speechless. I really like these. For £10 each, these are nicely pigmented. I really like the contour and highlight palette, especially for the contour part. I highly recommend it. Look out for a video where I use the Color Burst palette. I just know I'm going to create a lot of looks with these. I highly recommend them. As always, I hope you have enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Make sure to follow me on Instagram if you want to get involved with helping me out of what to film, or if you want any updates, definitely follow me on there, because all those updates and that interaction happens over there. Thank you so much for watching. You are the best. I hope to see you next time.